welcome to Capital City Aquatics. My name is Alfred, and today we're going to be talking about the nitrogen cycle. It's a very important cycle in the life of your aquarium. Your fish and your plants all play a role in this cycle. So for those of you who aren't familiar with it, let's begin. The nitrogen cycle is the cycle that takes place in your aquarium. It starts basically when you introduce fish. So yeah, it starts when your fish go to the bathroom. They'll poop basically in the aquarium. That'll settle down onto your rocks and it will start to decompose and break down to form ammonia. It can also be caused by decaying plant matter in your tank, and the ammonia can be it is very bad for your fish. It can cause gill burning and a number of other issues. If not treated, can lead to the death of your fish. However, there are ways that we can combat it. Basically, the bacteria buildup in your aquarium can turn this ammonia into nitrite. Nitrite is slightly less harmful for your fish. If left unchecked, it can be potentially fatal for the fish as well. Not quite as much as ammonia. Now again, nitrite can be broken down with beneficial bacteria and become nitrate. Nitrate in your aquarium is a good thing. It is not harmful to your fish in concentration. When it builds up, we can deal with that through water changes or in a live planted aquarium. Nitrate can be broken down by the plants in your aquarium. So how do we get this beneficial bacteria in your aquarium to break down the ammonia and to break down the nitrate? There's a couple of ways that this can be done. When you're setting up a new aquarium, there are chemicals that you can purchase. I myself am using the Seachem Stability. If you follow the directions on the bottle when you're starting up a new tank, this can over time colonize the aquarium with beneficial bacteria. There are other ways to do that. If you're fortunate enough to have a friend that has an aquarium, they can perhaps provide you with some filter media that you can use to speed up this process in your aquarium by putting it in your filter. And another thing we can do is cause the ammonia to build up. Some people, they put shrimps in their tank, like edible shrimp in their tank. They leave them in there and they start to rot and decay, and that'll cause the beginning of the cycle for the beneficial bacteria. Like I said, there's a number of ways to do it. I have tried most of them, and they all do a decent enough job. Getting filter media from a friend does drastically speed up your cycling process for your aquarium. Now, the bacteria that we're talking about, where is it in your aquarium, you might be asking? Well, quite simply, it's everywhere. It's on your glass of your aquarium. It's on any plants or hardscape material that you have in your aquarium, whether that's rocks or driftwood, or if you have an aquarium that has the little chest that blows the bubbles, It's on that too, so any surface in the aquarium will have some amount of beneficial bacteria on it. The majority of beneficial bacteria will be in your filter. So whether it's a hang-on back filter or a canister filter or a sponge filter, the majority of your beneficial bacteria will be on in the filter, on your filter media. This is where the largest part of the breakdowns will happen. This is why it's important to do proper maintenance for your filter, because as it takes out the detritus from your aquarium and as it builds up, we need to make sure that we do regular cleaning for your filter, but not to go overboard, because the beneficial bacteria that's living in there, we want it to continue and to multiply. And this is a process that takes place naturally. If we take the filter apart and give it a really good clean, making sure that everything is spotless, we've killed, unfortunately, the majority of our beneficial bacteria, and then we're starting the cycling process again, which can lead to problems if you have a number of fish in your tank already. So the nitrogen cycle process does take time, especially with new tanks. So I do not recommend putting fish or anything into the tank right away. And the best way to check how the cycle is progressing is with your API test kit or test strips. You test the water on a regular basis, and when you've established that you have 0 ammonia and 0 nitrite, then you know that your cycle is complete, and then it's safe to put fish, shrimp, or snails or anything else into the tank. I wouldn't recommend doing it before you've tested your water. If you don't have one of these test kits, a lot of your local fish stores will do water testing for you. This might be a good way to get started, since they can explain your water parameters and what they mean, and they can also recommend whether or not it's good to start adding fish to your aquarium. I certainly hope this has explained the nitrogen cycle to you. So to recap, ammonia in high levels or any level can be deadly for your fish. Nitrite, slightly less toxic, but we still don't want it in the tank. Nitrate is good to have in your tank, and we remove it when we do our weekly or bi-weekly water changes, and we also can be removed if you have live plants. The plants absorb the nitrate. The plants will do that for us. Again, I ask if you like the material that you've seen here, to hit the like button, to subscribe to the channel, and to hit the notification button so that you're informed when new videos like this come out.